Can't win for losing around here. So, I find it interesting that, oh, I'm not going to get political on here. I don't know, just this whole Savannah Guthrie thing. Like, I didn't even know who she was. And then suddenly it's this big, her mom's missing thing when we've got other stuff that people are trying to get handled. Y'all know what I'm referring to, I'm sure. And then now, just as, like, every time the news kind of stops talking about that and starts to try to talk about something else again, then, oh, they found a body of an 80-year-old woman and it appears it could be her, you know, and then the police, after a couple days, have to say, you know, it's like, I don't know. The whole thing is so wild to me. Just the whole story and how it's like, what is happening? That's just been on my mind. So, there. I will leave it at that, though. I certainly don't know what's going on for sure. I just know it's not what they're saying is going on. Okay. So Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for every Egyptian sold his field, because the famine was severe upon them. Thus the land became Pharaoh's. As for the people, he removed them to the cities from one end of Egypt's border to the other. Oh, you haven't either, Hugo? Yeah, apparently she's some kind of a, she used to be on one of the morning talk shows or something. I don't even know. Yeah, right? Oh yeah, totally distraction. That's the main thing. I saw a video or a story, and it just rings true. I mean, it's just the way it is. Where basically when Satan was training demons, you know, he would say, you know, don't worry about trying to get them not to believe in God or anything like that. Just distract them, you know, and that's so true. Mm-hmm. Exactamundo. That's me too. Yeah. I don't know. It's all crazy. I just don't understand, like, with the whole. I thought the FBI didn't pay ransoms, right? I mean, I thought that that was a thing. And then wasn't the president talking? He was going to put money up for it too, and all this. I don't know. It just seems really weird. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, and that's why it doesn't bother me. You know, for years I didn't watch the news or anything because it would give me such bad anxiety. And then as I got older and more mature in my faith, it's like nothing bothers me now. I always tell everybody, remember, we know the end game. We know what's going to happen. And, you know, it is what it is. We knew it would get bad. Um, it's just wild. It's like, it's so weird to me when it's so clear the agenda all around us. And then other people don't even seem to see it. And I know that's part of it too, you know. They do not have eyes to see. But I digress. Let's see. Rebel said, have you heard Metal is now working on and has patents for AI that will continue people's social media profiles during long periods of absence or upon being deceased? Wow. Well, you know what really bothered me is I've been telling people for a while, um, you know, if you don't have Bibles, go to the thrift store, go wherever, get you some copies of the Bible because they're throwing AI in there. And they're going to tell you, they all say it, like Logos is doing it. They actually, and it may be a good tool, I don't know. But they start out by saying, oh, ChatGPT is going to send more people to hell than anything. But here, come and use our software that we're also using AI with. I don't know. I just, AI can be a useful tool, sure. So can Google and everything, but you should be able to test it against an actual Bible you can hold in your hands, that nobody's going to come through and change. And that's also why you should write it on the tablet of your heart and memorize if you can. I have not been able to memorize like I used to in the last few years. But at any rate, let's see. Hugo said, yeah, that's why I don't focus on politics and political parties, because a lot of Christians and people in general let that stuff distract them and enter into arguments. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I saw a good video about that, Katie. I'll send it to you. Yeah, please do. Yeah. Well, it's like, I think, I don't know, everybody in this, oh, you voted for this person or you voted for that person, you're bad for this reason, yada, yada, yada. I think everything goes to plan, how it needs to go to bring things about. And while, whether people do or don't know that they're bringing about certain things, like some of them do for certain. Others, they just, what they do brings it about. Like I think the Antichrist and the mark of the beast and everything is being ushered in, and it's so obvious and clear that that's being worked on, and people need to be ready. Keep oil in your lamps, brothers and sisters, because yeah. And even just a year ago, I was like, it just doesn't feel that close to me. And then there was just a switch in me, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's close. I mean, everybody says, oh, this generation's worse than the last. And I always felt like, every generation says that. But then things really started getting bad. And it's like, no, no other generation has seen it like this. And it's not just because, oh, we have social media and we just can see more of it. It's always been happening. No, no, it's worse. It is worse. So, and we aren't going to be stressing about it. We're going to be praying about it. We're going to be telling people about Jesus, Yeah, exactly. It's so wild to me. I just actually, on my short earlier, I on the thumbnail, I put, is Satan on crack? Because literally um, the only people I have seen hustle harder for something is a fiend, or as hard, or whatever, close to as hard, is a fiend. And it's wild to me because it's a losing battle. The battle's already won. And for me, it's like, just get off my back. Are you tired? Yes? You need out? Or are you saying amen? Huh? You're saying, get behind me, Satan? Yeah. Good kitten. Here, come here. Come here. I'll let you out. Anybody else need out? Hello, Daniel. Hello, Easy. There you go, Cracker. Good boy. Okay, pause the door when you want back in. How are you, Daniel? Queen Weezy Face, I love you. Okay. Oh, yeah? Let's see, with politics, I hear Christians say all the time, gotta choose the lesser of two evils, when we're specifically told not to do that in the Bible. Yeah. Don't be part of evil at all. Uh-oh. It wouldn't let you skip it? Let's see, I feel no need to apologize, debate, explain, or otherwise engage in any way, shape, or form with the world or the people in it. And I really mean that. Yeah. Katrina said, I will openly admit that I have been focused too much on the temporary lately, and I've been trying to remind myself that everything is meaningless. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's what I, it's, people, people don't get it when I say that none of it really matters. Nothing is the way it seems anyway. Um, like just nothing is that important. Well, yeah, and that's the thing is it will be a struggle. God never said it would be easy. He just said we didn't have to do it alone. You know, we have the Holy Spirit. Um, you know, we will always have an out against any temptation. Nothing new under the sun. You know, we just have to suit up and pray and keep focused on Jesus and the Word. See, I'm always amazed when people get really mad and start screaming and yelling. Listen, my brother watches political videos all day and they get him so aggro, bro, and I just cannot. Um, and I do get it. I get that it can make you angry. It can disgust you. It can whatever. But for one thing, there's so much that we cannot change. Yeah, yeah, super cringe. Big yikes. um, you know, we're told to focus on what is good and right and true. Um, and that doesn't mean that we need to stick our heads in the sand, but we shouldn't be sitting here thumbing through the files of like I think that's wild. First of all, I don't think anything's going to come of it. I'm not saying nothing should come of it because listen, don't put me in charge because I'm getting the wood chipper. Feet first. You know what I mean? On slow mode. If my flesh were in charge, let's see, I clicked off of it. It was for the Gaunt app. I have no idea what that is. It was a normal full ad. I've never, yeah, I honestly, I don't use YouTube a whole lot anyway, but I do have, I have the family plan so that me and the boys don't have ads. Nellie, hey you, how are you doing? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I was. I never did go back and listen to that. I was at my door. And at first it was so weird because my throat opened up. Yeah, but I was harassing you guys. When he came, he was looking at me like, "What?" You know, like, "Why are you why are you yelling like that?" And I was just like pointing over at the mic. What? Who got fired? What am I missing? I'm gonna go back up. What did I miss? Okay, I'm looking. Oh, I'll tell the story in my stream, so it must be that. You would not believe the way my boss acted before I got fired. I mean, it was ludicrous. Oh, I'm sure I can believe. It's like, it's so weird. It's surreal almost because, you'll say, I can't believe this, or that is crazy, or that's wild. And then you realize I'm really not surprised by it. I mean, I'm still, there's a feeling that comes with things, but it's like also, kind of expected anymore. And that's sad, but also, we knew these things would come. And as we continue along, we're getting closer, right? One day closer home. And that's why say keep oil in your lamps. Keep watch. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I have it set so that there should only be ads every 30 minutes. And I have it set so that everybody gets them at the same time. And it'll tell me. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's from a song. I think it's the Cruise Family back in the 80s. It's called One Day Closer Home. I relate more and more with the song that Homesick for Heaven. Mick said, I'm tired but vigilant. Yes. James! The Lord said not to resist evil, meaning that we should remain in his rest and let the world go its way. You can't stop it anyway. Exactly. Well, and that's what I try to tell everybody is don't get you and God's roles mixed up. You plant the seed, right? We can't force it. It's like, I know sometimes it's like you tell people about Jesus and they don't accept it. You want to just grab them and shake them like, what is wrong with you? Wake up. Like, why are you this blind, right? But we can't do that. That's not our job. We plant the seed. We try to lead by example. And then we go on to the next person because we're not going to sit there and argue because that's a distraction and it's a waste of time. And also along that same path is don't try to fight temptation, flee from it. So don't engage evil in any way. Like temptation is just another way to get you to sin and turn away from God, or to be distracted, or to feel defeated, or to feel like I'm too much of a sinner to try and bring anybody to Jesus because I'm not even worthy of the grace, right? So that's just all Satan's MO. If he cannot get you to turn from God, he will try to distract you so that you don't turn anybody toward God. And it's just, and it's wild how we can all look and see clearly, if you have any amount of discernment, you can see that he's the great imitator, everything that Satan does or tries to do is a bastardized version of God's glorious plan. It's like, bro, like why? But it all has to come to pass, and it all has to go down. And, no weapon formed against us will prosper, And also, of course, certain weapons can prosper by killing our flesh, but fear not he who can kill the body. Fear the one who can kill the body and then also put you in hell, which is God, right? So we just got to keep our mind focused on that. And that's so much of why I want this community for all of us, so that we can all remind each other, encourage each other. And when we're down, we can reach out and receive prayer and pull ourselves back up with the support of our brothers and sisters who are praying for us, and then, get back in the Bible, get back into prayer, and start, you know, putting that one foot in front of the other.